From deep, it's Gore. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Old Dominion's offense will come out first. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. Led his team to a win, throwing 4 touchdown passes the last time out. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Howard. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. And the Monarchs want to crank the tempo.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup with the defense. Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better.
Well, they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again. As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on second down. He'll set up to throw. Makes the grab.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Fresh center down's going to the air. They're all over it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
Hits inside. It's Howard. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Right down the gut of the field. Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown, Mountaineers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And that is a defensive lineman's dream. Ball on the ground, pick it up, make some moves, take it all the way to the house. Palmer, I did think he was going to run out of oxygen.
Yeah, David, I don't know if that guy's ever run that far in his life. They're going to have to get him some oxygen on the sideline soon because he's got to go back on the field right away.
He'll bring it out. It's Gore. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense did a good job stringing that play along, and you could tell he didn't make a decision quickly and kept going towards the sideline and pushing towards his right, and then the defense caught up, played great D, and got him on the ground.
Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets him to the 32. The Monarchs want to pick up the tempo.
Find my guys quickly, know my matchups, get them the football, and let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to him as fast as possible so he can do that. Right after the catch, make guys miss, make beautiful plays.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage.
He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Old Dominion. He got a snap and just dusted the field. Looking for the time with the extra point.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game. They wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You're going to play man-to-man coverage on him. You're going to leave him on an island. It's not going to turn out well.
So the App State Mountaineers offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. He's coming off a 150-yard, 4-touchdown performance in their victory. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Caught behind the line. It's Need. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They give it to him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Completion to the left, looking for the first down. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Gets rid of it. Out wide right, it's Golden. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. The Mountaineers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking for room. It's Compton. Swapped immediately.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. He's going to take off. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Well, they go with the bootleg, and it works that time. You saw the defensive end came crashing down the line of scrimmage. He was sold on the fact that the running back was going to have the ball. So nice job with the ball fake by the Q. And then he's able to use that speed to get outside. Nice positive play.
Right side, it's Compton. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Golden finds his man on the left. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. Now on the counter. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. And the Monarchs in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. So the 3rd down screen just gets torn apart, and they'll get nothing.
And I get it. I get a screen on 3rd down. You're expecting pressure, try to run the screen right behind it, but the defense did a really good job. You could tell they saw it, made a great individual play, breaking on the football, getting the running back on the ground.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but they've got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Out wide right, it's Skinner. Breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Making the adjustment. Dropping back, it's Lacey. Under pressure. He makes the catch. And he's stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down to the air. Got his man down the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 and the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight.
Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to add another.
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups, and you did it with your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 20. The Monarchs send out the offense to go to work. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Tells the run, wants to pass. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Left side is Howard. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Monarchs are in the hurry-up.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him throwing the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because they'll continue to make big plays.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And the defense gives up the first down. And here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Out wide left, it's Newsome. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. 2nd and 2, and 4 receivers spread all over the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Newsome. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Looking for a crease. Across the 25. Turning it on. They get him corralled, and he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They want to throw it. Fires quickly. Touchdown, ODU. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
That was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Dropping back, it's Lacey. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Oh, he makes some play. It's intercepted. Still trying to take it back. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And I don't mind this coaching staff and their decision to stay aggressive here with the lead at the end of the first half. We've got a quarterback that, in my opinion, has earned the right to throw the ball in these situations, but you've got to be better with your decision-making right there. That's a costly turnover, which now gives your opponent the chance to score some more points here at the end of the half.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Long way to go on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The short hands, it's Coates. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Fresh set of downs going up top. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Howard. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Monarchs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Nearly intercepted.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Complete downfield. Touchdown, Monarchs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Got the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. 2nd and long here. Back to throw, it's Lacey. On the move. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Running inside, it's Compton. He's got enough. Across the 25, he's got room. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense. And to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. The Monarchs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to believe the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They marched to the end zone the last time they had it. Do it again, and they'll be on top. Straight ahead, it's Howard. Quick spin on the run. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Monarchs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical. physical up front. Don't let him have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick.
It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Old Dominion. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You've got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Didn't get anything done 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Quick give. It's Compton. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be and nowhere to run.
Getting that push. They pick up a 4 out to the 26. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Right side, it's Compton. Oh, he's got some space. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
You can see why this running back is on the field on 3rd down. He's a weapon in the passing game. Really nice job by the quarterback. He got through his progressions really, really quickly. Found the running back, just dumped it off, and he was able to make something happen with it, move the chains, keep the offense on the field.
Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And I'm not surprised that they're giving him a touch early in this football game, too, because you've seen it throughout the season. Like, they trust their QB to run the football, especially in big-time situations. We'll see that throughout this football game. But he's already over 500 yards. Like, that's really good. So he's a weapon that they will use throughout the football game.
The run inside. It's Compton. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Now, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback gets past the marker. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught in the backfield, it's Need. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Mountaineers are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll pitch it. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There's a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would...
Touchdown, App State! He got it beat down in bounds!
what a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Old Dominion's offense hopes this drive holds some promise. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Throws to the tight end. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Monarchs will punt this one away. He ought to get a little help on this one with that strong wind at his back. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. Left side is Skinner. He'll be dropped.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. So the final period starts with a second down play. He's changing the play. To throw, it's Lacey. Escapes the pressure to his right. He had a chance to get rid of it and avoid the loss. Instead, the defense pushes him out of bounds for the loss. They're facing a 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Keeping his eyes downfield. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. And the Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. They'll run the RPO and toward right. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And the Monarchs head it quickly to the line.
And it was the defense that got this started, right? They were the ones who got the stop, forced a punt, gave it back to the offense, who now just picked up a nice completion. You win as a team.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. The Monarchs line up to punt it away. On the return. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Looking for the edge. He'll toss it. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late. You want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but it was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and just on to the next down.
To the air, it's Lacy. Fires to the big fella. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up fourth and short. You've got to think on offense, you've got a place somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
Throws for the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Touchdown, App State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gore. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Monarchs send out the offense to go to work. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Look out! Breaks loose. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. And the Monarchs want to move quickly. Back to pass on second down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
It was a massive missed opportunity failing on that fourth down, so they're trailing. There's a little bit less than 3 minutes to go here. Their defense has got to be able to get the ball back here quickly for them to have any shot.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. Going for it that deep in your own end, just outsmarting yourself. Offense set up, first and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Changing the routes with his receivers. They go right back to this guy on second and goal. Went right back to him, and again he is denied. It's third and goal. Tried to save time on defense. They use their second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Keeping it on the ground on third and goal. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And here's the return. And the returner will be dragged down. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, Dave.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice palm over, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you keep yourself out of those situations.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fresh center downs going to the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job on the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guy.
He's looking to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have...
Touchdown, ODU! And they take it in for 6 more points. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Appalachian State comes out onto the field to get the drive started. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.